Hi guys, and welcome back. In this video we're going to talk about how to get some power from the hips. Everybody wants some speed. Our body is very important in this. And I'll talk a little bit about science. We won't get too technical with that, and I got a great drill that's going to help you to work on this. So as we go to the top, one of the big things that we teach in the top speed golf system is that we need a good turn. We need a power turn is what we call that. So in the backswing, the hips need to rotate. The shoulders also need to rotate to really get loaded up. On average, your PGA Tour players are going to be getting over 90 degrees of shoulder turn. And as we come on through, we want to get those hips facing the target and our shoulders rotating on through to where they even be a little bit to the left of the target or into the left rough if you're hitting down the fairway. So we got to get this separation between the hips and the shoulders. We got to get really loaded up and really stretched. But we can actually overdo this stretch a little bit. I'm going to talk about the difference between what most people call the X factor. So basically, if I take my hips and I rotate my hips about 45 degrees, and then I rotate my shoulders, sorry, didn't mean to get on the microphone there. So I'll rotate my shoulders 90 degrees or a little bit more. I've created kind of an X factor, a stretch between my upper and lower body. I want you guys to do a test to feel exactly how much you should be stretching. So now let's go ahead and put a club on my shoulders. I'm going to keep my belt buckle facing directly forward, and I'm going to rotate my shoulders absolutely as much as I can until I feel like I can't go anymore. This is fully stretching out. Now at the top of my swing, I want to be just a little bit less than that. So go ahead and stand up again, keep your belt buckle facing forward, rotate your shoulders absolutely as far as you can, separate between those hips and shoulders, and then let go just a little bit from that, just about an inch or so with your upper body of your club. And you're going to see, let me turn the club this way so we can see it's a little easier. So look at the butt end of my club. There's my full stretch, and I'm going to relax just a little tiny bit. And that's how I want my core to feel as I'm at the top of my swing. The reason for this is as I start down, as my lower body starts to go first in the downswing, we're going to increase a little bit more. And that does something that's called the stretch shortening cycle. So as you get to the top, and let's say you're 95% stretched, you've got a good full stretch between the hips and the shoulders, you're going to get at least 45, past 90 with the shoulders. Now as you start down, you're going to go a little bit more, and I don't want to be fully tightened up or I won't have any extra to go in the downswing. That gives you what's called the stretch shortening cycle, which basically means I'm going to have a little extra stretch in my muscles. That increases how fast I can fire, and then boom, they're going to fire right away. Sounds pretty complicated. We got an easy drill for this, a two-piece drill. So first I want you to go ahead, put that club on your shoulders just like we did there, and I want you to fully stretch out to the top as much as you can go. You're fully stretched, and then just let off of that about, an inch or two with the upper body or an inch or two with the hips to where they feel like they're not quite as tight. And then as you start down, you're going to start with the hips first and then come on through. So we're going to stretch all the way out. We're going to relax a little bit, and then we're going to feel like we start with the hips to get a little extra stretch and then go all the way on through. So after you get that feeling of about how much stress you have in your upper and lower body, we're going to take it to the second piece of this drill. We're going to go to the top, get about 90–95% stretched. We don't want to be all the way tight, and then we're going to take a step and then come on through. That step helps us to rotate our lower body first, then we get the upper body coming. So that stretch between the upper and lower body is really going to help us to fire and get more speed. So let's go ahead and do piece number one again. I want you guys to go ahead and do about 50 reps of this. Fully as much as we can go. We're going to relax a little bit. Then we're going to feel like we start with the hips and let the upper body follow. After we've done that, we'll take our feet a little bit closer together. Another 50 reps. We're going to go to that same position where we're almost fully stretched. Make sure we're getting a good shoulder turn, good hip turn, and then a small step all the way on through. If I do that with a club, it's going to look like this. There we go. Good speed coming through there. Another 50 reps, so you're about 100 total reps. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and hit some golf shots in this. I'm going to try to recreate that same feeling, getting a good stretch with my lower body as I'm starting the downswing, and then bam, I'm going to really release that and get some good speed. Let's try it out. There we go. Killed that ball. Good luck to you guys. Get those hips working properly. You're going to get some good power. You're going to feel very athletic. Work on that. I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, hope you all really enjoyed this video. If you did, I got a great bonus for you. I'm going to include one of my #1 videos, a preview of my #1 video on increasing your lag, and it's all in the takeaway and getting the proper amount of wrist sets. So I'm going to play a preview of that video. It pops up here in a second. If you want to see that entire video, plus you're going to get 5 videos from our Top Speed Golf system, go ahead and click the link that pops up on your screen, or down below in the description if you're on a mobile device. So if you're on a mobile device, open up the description below and you can click the link there. Good luck to you guys. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. Be sure to click that thumbs up button. That really helps us to grow the channel. And also remember to subscribe. That way you'll see our latest videos. I'll see you all in the lag video. Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm Ballard, and in today's video we're going to talk about one of the absolute worst drills for creating lag. It's a very common drill that I see. And in this drill, what we're going to do is we're going to set the wrist very early to create an angle of lag, and then we're going to try to hold this throughout the swing. It's one of the worst things that you can do to build lag. I'm going to talk about the science behind why this is the case, and I'm also going to give you a great drill to help you improve your lag, all in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. If I do it this way versus holding that position, exact same thing happens when we're building the lag in the golf swing. So what we want to do is throughout the swing, I want to have a very low and wide takeaway. So I'm not going to set my wrist early at all. If you look at a lot of the top players, you look at Adam Scott, very wide takeaway, not very much wrist set at all. You look at Rory McIlroy, you look at Tiger Woods. All these players are using a wide takeaway and not getting very much wrist set, so that later in the swing, as we start down, we can increase this wrist set, and we're really only going to max out this angle of lag for a split second in the downswing. Okay, so a three-step drill here. Now, as we get started with this, I want to remind you that the fulcrum in this golf club for getting a massive amount of lag is right at the end of the golf club. This is where I want my hinge point to be. I want to use the full length of this club to build lag and then release lag.